Have you ever wanted to move your WordPress website to a different hosting provider without relying on migration plugins? Whether you're switching to a faster host, looking for lower prices, or simply want complete control over the migration process, knowing how to manually migrate a WordPress website is an essential skill. The best part is that this method works with almost every web hosting company because it uses standard WordPress files, databases, and cPanel tools. In this video, I'll show you the complete process of manually migrating your WordPress website from one hosting account to another, step by step. Having both your old and new hosting accounts open in separate browser tabs will make the migration much easier. Let's get started. Step 1. Prepare your new hosting account. Before moving anything, make sure your new hosting account is ready. Ideally, your domain should already point to the new hosting provider, or you should know how to update your DNS name servers later. WordPress should be freshly installed on the new host, as it is easier to overwrite the blank installation with the old site's data and files. You should also have access to cPanel or another hosting control panel, File Manager or FTP access, phpMyAdmin and database administration tools. Step 2. Download your old website files. Now go to your old hosting account. Open File Manager and navigate to your website's root folder. In most cases, this folder is called public_HTML. We will download the only files we need, namely the WP content folder, which contains all of the themes, plugins, actual uploads, images, and the wp-config.php file, which indicates the database configuration associated with WordPress. Compress the WP content folder into a zip archive. Most hosting control panels include a compress option that creates the archive in just a few seconds. Once the zip file is created, download it to your computer. This archive contains your complete WordPress installation, including your themes, plugins, uploads, and WordPress core files. Step 3. Export the old WordPress database. Next, we need to copy your database. Return to cPanel and open phpMyAdmin. On the left side, locate the database used by your WordPress website. If you're unsure which database WordPress uses, open the wp-config.php file and look for the database name after db_name. Select that database. Click the Export tab. Choose the Quick Export method. Leave the format as SQL. Then click Export. Your browser will download an SQL file containing all your posts, pages, users, comments, settings, menus, widgets, and other website content. At this point, you now have both parts of your website, the website files and the WordPress database. Step 4. Prepare the new database on the new host. Now switch to your new hosting account. Open the MySQL Databases section. There are just some empty files in the new database, as this is just a basic WordPress installation. What we want to do is check them all and drop them all. We don't want to empty, because that's going to just empty the contents in there. We just want to actually delete all these, which is this case is called drop. Step 5. Import the database. Open phpMyAdmin on your new hosting account. Select the new database you just created. Click Import. Choose the SQL file you exported earlier. Leave the default settings unless your hosting provider recommends otherwise. Click Import. Depending on the size of your website, this may take anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. Once complete, all your WordPress data has been restored into the new database. In the restored database, we will access the options, Home and Site URL, and change the old URL to the new URL. Step 6. Upload the website files. Now return to File Manager on your new hosting account. Open the website's root directory, then public_HTML. If there is any default WP content folder, remove it first. Upload the zip archive you downloaded from the old host. After the upload finishes, extract the archive directly into the public_HTML folder. Verify that you can see all the files and folders of WP content. After extracting the WP content folder, you can delete the zip file, so as not to slow down the server. Your website files are now in place. Step 7. Update the wp-config.php file. This is one of the most important steps. On the new site, locate the wp-config.php file and rename it wp-config0.php. Open wp-config0.php using the built-in code editor. Find these lines: db_name, db_user, db_password, db_host, and keep the values for later. Upload the wp-config.php file from the old site. Open wp-config.php using the built-in code editor. Replace the old database information with the new database credentials from wp-config0.php. Save the file. WordPress now knows how to connect to the database on your new hosting account. Step 8. Update all URLs on the new site. If you're keeping the same domain name, you usually won't need to change anything inside the database. However, if you're moving to a different domain, you'll need to update your website URLs. Changing the URLs ensures that all links, images, and internal references point to the correct domain. You can do this manually, but we can use a really handy plugin called Update URLs. Let's install and activate this plugin. After installation, you can find this in the left bar, Update URLs, Search and Replace. On the Search and Replace page, we replace the old URL with the new URL. We check everything because we want all these URLs to change. We will click on Run Search/Replace, and the Update URLs plugin will make all the necessary changes. Now, all the URLs of the new site are updated. Step 9. Update DNS. If your domain isn't already pointing to the new hosting provider, it's time to update the DNS settings. Log into your domain registrar. Replace the old name servers with the name servers provided by your new hosting company. DNS changes can take anywhere from a few minutes to 48 hours to fully propagate across the internet. During this time, some visitors may still reach the old server while others reach the new one. This is completely normal. Step 10. Test everything. Once DNS has finished updating, visit your website. Check that the home page loads correctly. Pages open normally. Images display properly. Menus work. Contact forms function correctly. Plugins operate as expected. You can log into the WordPress dashboard. Themes display correctly. It's also a good idea to clear any cache plugins and regenerate your website cache. If your site uses an SSL certificate, make sure HTTPS is working properly. Many hosting providers offer free SSL certificates that can be installed with just one click. Common problems. If your website shows an error establishing database connection, double-check the database credentials inside wp-config.php. If images are missing, verify that the Uploads folder was copied successfully. If you see internal server errors, try regenerating the .taxs file by visiting Settings, then Permalinks, and clicking Save Changes. If the website redirects incorrectly, verify that your site URL settings are correct. Finally, if your DNS changes haven't fully propagated, give them more time before troubleshooting further. Final thoughts. Manually migrating a WordPress website may seem intimidating at first, but it's actually a straightforward process once you understand the individual steps. You're simply moving two things, your website files and your WordPress database. Then reconnecting them through the wp-config.php file. Learning this method gives you complete control over your website and allows you to migrate to almost any hosting provider without depending on third-party migration plugins. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more WordPress and web hosting tutorials, and leave a comment below for more advanced WordPress migration techniques. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.